out in the driveway. You got all the kids ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really early. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. We're standing out in the driveway. The Uber's been called. He's been on the way. I'm watching on my phone, on the app.
The progress. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like watching the white Toyota Sienna minivan as it's getting closer and closer with some guy driving who's got a grumpy face in his profile photo.
Always.
He's getting closer and closer to the house. I'm watching on the app. And then here comes the white van down the street. We're all standing at the end of the driveway. We've got 3 suitcases, 2 kids, car seats, the whole thing. He looks in my direction. I give the wave with the phone in my hand like, hey, here I am.
Right.
And he just keeps on going.
What a jerk. Mm. It's the Brett Davern Show!
Whee!
Brought to you by Adobe Radio in partnership with Nice Guy Digital and recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California. On today's episode, we've woken up from our turkey hangover to be here with Adam Martin and Eben Matthews,
Tryptophan.
the creatives behind M2action. We're going to tell you all about all the stuff they're working on. And we're going to play an interview with Luna Shadows. Now let's get to the guy who's graduated high school 3 times.
That's me.
Your new best friend, Brett Davern.
Listen up, everybody. This is our show. Thank you for joining us live on Adobe Radio, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. You know you can call the show anytime. 1-888-99-IDOBI. Shout out a friend, shout at us or with us. It's all good. Once again, the phone number, 1-888-994-3624. The email for the show, bdsfans@idobe.com. That's bdsfans@idobe.com. A lot of people out there, Katie, are wondering, well, what kind of email do I send you? What do I say? Well, I open up compose an email. I type in the address, but then what do I say? And you know what I say to that? Say anything you want.
Anything.
Whatever's on your mind. You could type it just an exclamation point and send it.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. And we'll reply, and then we'll just start a convo. Start a back and forth.
It's helpful if you include your address, though, if you actually want things.
Yeah, but if you want to reply and start having a conversation, then just kind of send a winky face.
Right.
And then hit send. That's all you got to do. It's not that tough, people. Are people getting to the point where they're getting weird sending email now?
No.
No?
I hope not.
All right. I don't want to have to rant about that.
We know you can.
Lots of show to get to today. Luna Shadows, also Adam and Eben from M2action coming in here. Got a really cool app that deals with comic books and all things comic booky. So we're going to get into all that with them. But before we do all that, I feel like I should tell the people that Boy Wonder died over the break.
It's been rough around Adobe.
Yeah. Just kidding. Hey, Boy Wonder. Hey. Get over here into the YouTube. I want everyone to go to YouTube and look at this beard. Look at it. No, turn to the side. Look that way.
It's coming in.
There you go. There you are. There you go. There's the 2 beards.
Double
Movember.
beards.
Double beard action on the show. Boy Wonder is alive and well. How'd the turkey cooking go? Hold on. Let me get your mic. There you go. How'd the turkey cooking go?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were responsible for the bird.
I was.
And you had a bunch of friends over?
Yes.
And what'd the PGP do?
PGP did a lot.
A lot of sides?
Yeah.
Yeah, taking care of everything else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making sure everything went smooth.
And the big update that I'm really excited to hear about is, has she said a word about the beard yet?
Yes.
What happened?
It came up. I think it was just nonchalantly being oh, yeah, so it's getting kind of long.
That's it?
Are you doing No Shave November?
Oh, okay. So she knows what's up now.
And I was like, finally.
Took her forever to say anything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad it went well. Katie,
Yes.
how was your break? Oh, wait,
Fantastic.
sorry. I'm supposed to say a special, actually, hello, though,
Oh,
first.
yeah,
I
that.
didn't say hello. And Katie LeClaire.
It's National Bavarian Cream Pie Day, Brett.
Oh, my God. Very specific.
Yeah, that one's a little rough. It was between that or Cyber Monday.
Should it be like National Boston Cream Pie Day? Like
It's
something
Bavarian.
Bavarian?
Bavarian.
So it's
'Cause if you're gonna
National
have a cream, it
Bavarian
should
Cream
be-
Pie in Germany or here?
Everywhere. I don't know.
Damn Bavarians. They're taking over, Katie. We need to build a wall.
Oh, God.
All right, Katie. What's going on?
Hello.
How was your break?
It was fantastic. My brother, the musical master debater's birthday is Thanksgiving.
Oh, it was on Thanksgiving.
On
Well, it's
Thanksgiving
not
Day.
Thanksgiving every year.
Well, this year it was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And we played some pretty rowdy ping pong and had some bird.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great holiday.
Oven turkey or deep fried turkey?
There was both.
Woo.
Yeah, there were multiple birds.
Fancy.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
All the side dishes.
Uh-huh. Which one
I'm
did you...
not eating until January 1st.
Yeah, no kidding. I know. I'm on a hunger strike, too. Let's all do it together, everybody.
Solidarity.
I'm looking for 10 pounds in this first week, Katie. I'm looking to shed 10 pounds in a week.
That's impressive.
Let's see what happens. You like the deep fried or the oven better?
Oh, the deep fried was fantastic.
Yeah, deep fried's really good.
And my cousin injected it with all this flavor deliciousness.
Okay.
It was really good. Yeah,
Fruit Loop extract?
definitely.
Yeah.
Little Lucky Charms.
I went to Birmingham, Alabama, as you know.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm yelling things like, build a wall! The Germans are coming! So, I spent some time in the South, and 2 deep-fried turkeys.
Right.
Dueling deep-fried turkeys, and then 1 smoked turkey.
Oh.
So no oven turkeys this year. I don't think I've even had an oven turkey in like 10 years, actually.
Really?
Yeah. And I only had 1 bite of white meat because white meat is for suckers.
Yeah.
Go for the dark meat, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, it was delicious. We had a great time. Shout out to Michael and Tamara and Jack for putting everybody up and dealing with a million people in their house and showing everybody a great time. Really good. Really good stuff. Lots of tiki drinks, Katie.
I like a tiki drink.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
The cherry in the tiki drink is the most important part.
Oh yeah, they go for the fancy maraschinos too. The fancy
Luxardo or something?
yeah, the real
Yeah.
expensive ones.
Oh, they're so good.
Oh, they're so good.
It's worth the extra $35.
I was trying to think of what the drink was. I think we had something called there was like some shipwreck something or another. They all got cool names.
Full tiki.
Oh yeah, big time. Oh yeah, tiki drinks, delicious. All right, what are we doing on the show today? Okay, we got an interview that we recorded a couple weeks ago with Luna Shadows, who's a recording artist. She's pretty awesome. She's got a song out there called Youth, and that's actually the name of the album and EP, and whatever we're calling them these days. She's also done something really cool, which is she has pressed this into vinyl, which you can buy on her website. We get into it during the interview, so you'll hear about that. And then on the other side of another musical break after that interview, we've got Adam and Eben from M2action coming in to talk about comic books and all kinds of things. They got apps and all sorts of interesting things going on. So we'll do all of that. But first, the first song that we're playing today, kind of a female-driven playlist today. Well, about girls, I guess, because these are guys singing about girls. This is Girls Not Grey by AFI. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second. Luna Shadows joining us on the phone. Luna, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What a beautiful, mysterious name you have.
Thank you.
I like it. Oh, I like it. She even became mysterious right then. What are the origins of this mysterious name? Are you a secret agent?
I am a secret agent.
Oh, I
I
knew
mean,
it.
I could even be saying that to throw you off.
I was going to say,
suppose.
the first rule of being a secret agent is you're probably not supposed to say you're a secret agent.
Yeah, but don't you think I know that rule? And I feel like the best way to get people to stop thinking I'm a secret agent would be to tell them I'm one.
This is becoming very Princess Bride right now.
Oh, man. I haven't seen that movie.
Inconceivable!
Oh.
Never go against the Sicilian when death is on the line.
Okay, I'm sorry, Luna. I just side tangent. Let's get back to it. So, what are the origins of this name? Where does this come from?
The name, I can't talk about the name today.
Oh, okay.
The name is
All right.
something that will come out at a later day.
Okay, fine. No, I like it. A nice
Yeah.
tease. A nice tease. Something to look forward to later. I like it. Let's go over a little business here before we get into all of these things with you. You're having a show in LA at the Echo on November 29th for Neon Gold Pop Shop, and that's also in support of the Bicoastal EP release, right? Because then you're having a show in New York at the Mercury Lounge December 9th.
Yes.
You are busy.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
busy Luna Shadows out there. And that's in support of the EP Youth, which, by the way, everybody listening, you can go get everywhere because it was released on October 29th. Luna, tell the people where they can find it.
Youth EP is pretty much anywhere you can, everywhere on the internet. It's on
Yeah.
Spotify, it's on iTunes, SoundCloud,
Nice.
YouTube, anywhere that you enjoy listening to music.
I love it,
Yeah.
Katie, because back in the day we had to go find like a record shop, which I have nostalgia for because I'm an old man, Katie, right?
You are.
But I love that now it's like you just sit there on your couch, you fire up your phone, and you can buy also that you don't have to go to like one place,
Mm-hmm.
So many different ways to listen. Amazing.
That being
Yes.
said, I did make a vinyl, which I self-produced.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did the whole thing, and it's baby blue, and we did all the art, everything for it. It's a homemade project, so yeah.
That's
Limited
awesome.
edition. I only made a short run. So
How do we get
really
those? How do
invested-
we find those? How do people buy that? Where do we send them?
You can go to my website, lunashadows.co. That's CO.
Perfect.
And yeah, it's up there. It's limited edition. So you still don't have to go to a record store. You still don't have to leave your house.
Yeah, see?
I was
Perfect.
worried,
Shipped right to your
For
door.
new bread, I wouldn't.
No, that's the thing. Luna,
I wouldn't
I'm
want
telling
you to
you.
have to leave.
I'm telling you, I needed a part for my sprinklers in my front yard last week, and I just jumped on Amazon and bought it right then and there. Came to the house a couple days later, fixed it right up, didn't even have to go to Home Depot. What a world we're living in.
Amazon is definitely something
I'm
else.
sure she loves my old man rants going on right now. So we're trying to talk about her shows. Once again, don't forget, everybody, LA, Echo, November 29th. And then if you're in New York, if you're on the other coast, December 9th at the Mercury Lounge. Check out Luna Shadows in person. What?
I will be there.
Katie's giving me hand signals again. What are you saying, Katie?
What are we going to do with Luna today?
What are we going to do with Luna today? I
Are
don't
we going
know.
to play 3 Ps?
3 Ps? No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm having too much fun talking to her. Where are you
All
from
right.
originally, Luna?
I'm originally from New York, but I've been in Los Angeles now for about a decade.
Perfect.
This is my decade. Yeah, it's exactly 10 years this year. I guess.
Congratulations.
Happy 10 years.
2018, yeah.
It's a
Thank
10-year
you.
town, That's what I hear. That's what everybody tells me. I'm not really sure what that means yet. It's just that's what everyone says. Have people said that to you when you moved here?
Sorry, it's a what town?
They say it's a 10-year town.
Oh, a 10-year town. What does that mean? Like people
I don't know.
leave after 10 years?
Wait, nobody said that to you when you moved here?
No, I've never heard that before.
Katie, you've heard that,
now I
right?
want to know.
Have you heard that, Katie?
No one said it to me, no, but I think I know
Really?
what it means.
That's all anyone said to me when I
It
moved
means
here.
it means no one's going to know your name until you're 10 years in. Sorry, Luna.
Well, no, yeah, and also I think it just means like
Oh.
you got to stick it out at least 10 years. Like if you're gonna move here,
Yeah.
be here for 10 years, give it 10 years, see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could be well on your way, like Luna Shadows or a young Katie LeClaire, but if you're not, at least give it 10 years. I think that's what they're saying.
Right.
I don't know. Everybody was telling me that
Wow.
when I moved here. That's all I ever heard.
I never heard that, but now
Yeah.
I'm feeling like now I really feel like I've done something. Before you said that, I wasn't sure. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. I think we should listen to Youth. Katie, what do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
I think that's a great idea, too.
Play it loud. Turn it up.
Turn up the volume out there. Luna was kind enough to send along the track to us, which we're going to play for you right now. Don't forget, you can find it everywhere on the internet, the EP, which is called Youth. Spotify, iTunes, blah, 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 everywhere. Or you can go to her website to get the vinyl pressing, which, by the way, is just so cool.
Classy move.
Yeah, it's so cool that you did that. That's awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I worked really hard on it.
Yeah, that's really cool. And the fact that it's baby blue. Unique. Awesome. I gotta tell you, Luna, we go do these movies and stuff, like Katie and I were like actors, and they give you rap gifts, and some movies are better than others, Some you get something awesome, and some you get a T-shirt, which is still nice. It's a thought that counts, but, the coolest rap gift I ever got was this, like, little record player. It's like an all-in-one. It's got a speaker. Really, really cool.
Wow.
And I've been obsessed with buying vinyl ever since. I'm such a hipster, Katie. I'm down with the youth, as you know.
The youth?
The youth, yeah.
The youth.
But I'm going to have to... I see. Oh, I did that unintentionally, but... Or no, wait. Hold on. No, I meant to do that. So I'm going to definitely head on over to Luna's website and get the vinyl. You all should do that, too. And don't forget, if you're in L.A., November 29th at the Echo, and if you're in New York, it's December 9th at the Mercury Lounge. I'm sure you can find out all about how to get tickets and all about the other dates and other things and photos and everything Luna's doing on her social media, which is at...
Luna X Shadows. There's an X in the middle, so at Luna X Shadows.
Perfect. Luna, thanks for being on the show. Let's check out your song.
Thank you so much. It was great chatting with you.
All right, this is Youth by Luna Shadows.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
Oh, yeah. Do you fanboy out about anything, Katie? Do you have fanboy tendencies?
Not so much.
I don't really. We were just talking about it during the break there. I don't fanboy out about anything.
You're just too cool, though.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
I'm just too cool. I don't know. We'll ask Adam and Eben if they fanboy, because I bet they do. I think there's something they fanboy out about.
I think most people do have that thing.
You got any guesses? You want to take some guesses? They're comic book guys.
Right.
Who are usually guilty of fanboying for something. I think for Adam, it's Toxic Avenger. And for Eben, it's The Simpsons.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a good guess.
Let's see what happens. We'll be right back with Adam and Eben from M2 Action after you guys listen to I'm Just a Girl by No Doubt. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
Follow at Brett Davern Show on Instagram for behind-the-scenes pics of Brett, Katie, and their guests. Adobe Radio.
All right, so fanboy stuff, guys.
Yes.
Adam and Evan are in here from M2 Action. All right, so I made a proclamation. I can't remember which one I said now. I said Adam would be Toxic Avenger and Eben would be Simpsons. Am I even close? Thumbs down.
No. Fan of both.
Yeah.
Fanboy.
Right.
It doesn't quite
Okay,
cross
but
with
fan
that.
of both.
Fan of both. Sorry.
All right.
But I think
how can you not be?
there is a dramatic line between fan and fanboy,
Right,
I would say. And I also just have, pardon the correction, but if Katie were to fan out about something, she would be fangirling, not.
See, I've already been
2017,
corrected.
Brett.
I've already been corrected. Well, then if it was really 2017, you'd be fan-personing or something.
Well, then we all
go.
would, right?
That's 2018. You got 2 more months of fangirling.
Fanning or something. I don't know. Do you guys fanboy out about anything then?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. I'm afraid so.
Yeah. Okay. I knew it, Katie.
Yeah.
What about Evan? What is it for you?
So I actually thought I was gonna grow up to be Superman when I was a kid. So I literally lived in a Superman costume for the first 5 to 6 years of my life.
Funnily enough, he dresses his children the same way.
Right.
But I think at this point, I've graduated. I'm pretty much all about Star Wars. If I have to pick
really?
my number one franchise,
Really?
Yeah,
Are you the guy? Did you sleep out in front of any of the theaters? Put up a tent when the movies come out?
Didn't sleep out. Fortunately, I had friends at Hasbro when the last round of films came out, so I got to go early to those screenings. Of course, then I got to go early to see Jar Jar Binks, but
Well,
yeah, right.
Yeah. You should have warned us all.
Yes, that's true. It's all my fault.
What about you, Adam? What are you fanboying
very
about?
much Star Wars too.
Right.
I think Katie, last year you got to go to the Rogue One premiere, and that was I was very happy for you.
Very political way of saying I was extremely jealous.
Not in the slightest.
Wanted to strangle you. I
look cute in a red wig.
I have this contention that that Rogue One is better than Force Awakens.
You're so wrong.
And Katie thinks that Force Awakens is better than Rogue One. What say you, boys?
So I think Rogue One is a better movie.
Okay.
But I think I think the other side of that is that Force Awakens feels like Star Wars.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So I think I think you kind of can have your cake and eat it too there. So I think what J.J. Abrams did with Force Awakens is sort of bring back the feeling that we all associate with Star Wars, which
we kind of got lost in that.
Lost
you
in
mean
Lucas period?
Do you mean remaking the exact movie that we all fell in love with the first time? Is that what you're talking about?
Argument for that?
Oh my goodness, that's my problem. That I'm like, yeah, it feels like the original Star Wars because it is the original Star Wars.
All 3 of you have daughters, all right? I'm just saying.
And my daughter's a rabid Star Wars fan. She hangs out. She's no.
Well, listen, the fact that that it's a girl who's kicking ass and the Force and all that, that's awesome. Yeah. It's just that, does it have to be that she has to take a droid to then go find the thing to then fly the Millennium Falcon?
Those are legitimate. Those are legitimate complaints.
Shot for shot, her and the guy, they're blasting them from across the hall, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Same movie.
Yeah, no, those are legitimate.
And they're blowing up the bigger version.
You
of the
would
same
think
thing.
the Empire would figure out how to not make that trench on the new Death Star. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying.
But fair enough. I think these are all legitimate points, but I do think so. I think here's what salvages Force Awakens for me is I think they got the characters right, and they set up what I hope will then diverge into its own tone.
Right,
and from everything
the new one
we're
looks
seeing
amazing.
From Last Jedi,
it looks great.
Yeah. And the fact they've given Rian Johnson now his own trilogy to do is kind of amazing. That's going to be brilliant.
Oh, it's exciting stuff. All right, that's enough of that.
Before we dig into everything else, we're going to spring something on Katie now.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we need to preface this with a warning that this was a casual thing she said when we were recording with her last week.
Yeah.
So just please be aware that anything you may say
hold on, let me set
might
it up then.
end up on a t-shirt.
You guys are doing some fun. We're going to get into all the things about the app, so we won't go too deep into it. I don't want to ruin the surprise you have for Katie. But Katie last week went and did some voiceover with you guys for your app and for
for one of the
projects that you're into. Yeah. So this is something that she said.
So this is something that she said, and we just thought,
we
just thought it was awesome, and we needed to.
And we thought, of course, when you say something random, everyone be warned, it could turn into a T-shirt.
Yes.
So what we think you guys should do is post this out to the audience, let them vote on which one. And then we make that into a shirt. And
I love this idea. I'm in love with this idea. Wait, are you? Oh, I thought you had the audio.
No. You've got to see the shirt.
I am charming as fuck.
That's hilarious.
This is something that Katie said came out of Katie's mouth last week.
I'll hold it up for YouTube. Wait, it's hard to get it with the glare.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
I definitely want a shirt with my name on
Well,
it.
seriously, right?
That's amazing. We are going to be making T-shirts for the show anyway. That definitely goes on the list.
Yeah.
We should
I don't remember saying that. For
We'll
the
do the poll.
Yeah.
It
You're talking about auditioning.
yeah. Well, that's why I book all my jobs.
We'll do a poll on Twitter for which logo there
Yeah.
wins, and then we'll do it. That's amazing.
The bigger Katie face, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So let's start talking about M2 a little bit. What are you guys up to over there? So it's basically you guys are huge comic book fans. You're both someone's an illustrator, animator, Eben.
Yep.
So I was checking out the app this morning, the Deadtown app. So it's instead of me trying to fumble my way through it, why don't you guys tell us what's going on?
So the quick version of M2 is that we actually started this company very much from the point of view that there are stories to be told on a very broad canvas that can be told across a lot of different mediums and with a lot of different kind of tools in the toolbox to kind of accelerate and expand a story or a story world or characters. And we started having this conversation early on, and kind of studios and various places are kind of like, what are you talking about? And then over the years, we kind of kept that process going, and now people are kind of like, oh yeah, we see that. It's like that's what all these franchises are. It's like putting this part happens in the game, this part happens in a show, this part happens in comics, and so that's really where we're always kind of coming from, is developing things that have that sort of multi-platform, multi-experience kind of feel. So we're really writers and directors, but we use a bunch of different tools to kind of tell these stories. And Deadtown is our first original project that's sort of hitting the light of coming to the light of day.
Yeah, I was checking it out this morning. It's a comic, right?
Yes.
Or sort of almost like a graphic novel feel to it.
Yeah.
And you download the app, and then you just start. There's different episodes.
Yeah. And
then it's all. I mean, it looks like a comic on there, the way that it's illustrated, and then you just right there on your screen, you just tap, go to the next page, and it's really interactive too, because like as you tap on it, it's not just that it goes to the next page. It's that sometimes on this page, the bubbles will pop up when you tap. Or on this page, the different windows of the scene will kind of fill in the screen. And it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We feel like it's a much more kind of cinematic way of reading comics in a funny way, because you can have, because you can swap out the dialogue bubbles, for example, you can have two people have a real conversation as opposed to needing to restrict it to, great, we've got this 1-2 shot and there's a limited amount of dialogue on the screen, and then we're off into the next thing.
It's really cool. And you can kind of linger on like this picture or this like, what do you call it, like scene that I'm looking at. You can kind of just look at it and check it out and then decide to go to the next like you can with a real comic or a physical comic.
Exactly.
Break time? All right, we're going to take a break, but we'll talk more about it on the other side. This is one of my all-time favorites, Katie.
I know.
This is this is Daughter by Pearl Jam.
Nice one.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
IW Radio. You can listen to The Brett Davern Show anytime. Just search for it on your favorite podcast app, but especially the Adobe app for iOS.
Speaking of podcasts, you guys do a podcast.
We do.
Right?
We do indeed, yes.
Katie, you were a guest.
Yep, last week.
Yeah.
I mean,
all sorts of things happened last week with Katie.
Yeah.
We rolled out of a recording session, dragged her into our podcast.
Sure. What's the podcast about?
So it's sort of just a weekly journal of kind of what we're up to. So
Cool.
we're very much, we've been doing this for a bunch of years, and it's mostly been focused on, kind of working with clients, and we've done a bunch of video game work and a bunch of other stuff. And we kind of took the beginning of this year as like, okay, this is the year to like really focus on getting our own material out.
Cool.
That's why we started the company. Like, let's do this.
Yep.
And so we're kind of in the kind of startup mentality, even though we're not technically a startup.
That's the coolest thing, all right? Like that.
Yeah.
That was how we started the original podcast that I used to do. It's like it was just me and some buddies, and we were like, let's just make our own thing.
Yeah.
And it's all out there. It's all available.
Yeah.
I mean, for the price of a Blue Yeti microphone, you're off and running.
Exactly.
Because everyone's got a laptop already, pretty much out there. So.
Well, everyone's got a smartphone. I mean, it's
totally.
It's so easy.
We've done it on the car on the way on the Comic-Con.
Yeah, you can record just on voice notes. You don't even need a fancy
Yeah.
microphone, everybody.
Yeah.
If you're listening and you're thinking about starting something, because especially since starting the show, like we get hit up on Twitter all the time from people being like, I want to start my own thing. I just don't know how. This is the thing. We didn't know how either, you know?
Well,
you just do it and you kind of figure it out as you go.
Yeah. Well, it's like making the app and everything. I mean, I think that's one of the things. I did this kind of deep dive into Startup World beginning of this year, just sort of as we were getting all this going. And there's a, total quick side note, but there's a incubator in the Bay called Y Combinator, which has become one of the most successful kind of tech incubators in the world. They're the companies that they've helped start have now, there's like $70 billion in value on like Airbnb and a bunch of other big companies. So, they did this whole podcast series about kind of different founders coming in and taking a topic and talking about kind of like what you do as a startup and kind of ways to think about things and approaches. And one of the things that, they hit over and over again, which is, very much this thing, is just like, you just have to do it.
Yeah,
like,
just do it.
You can't just wait for the timing to be right or to feel right or to be inspired
Sure.
or, whatever. It's like, you just take the next step.
And it's the concept for there with the hitting again and again was the kind of minimum viable product. Like what is something that people will like that you can get in people's hands and start getting feedback on.
Yeah.
And then allow you to build and develop something cool.
My dad has this great saying that I always heard when I was growing up is he refers to himself. He says, I was just too stupid to know I could fail.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just got to try. You just got to go.
Yeah. You just do the next thing.
Yeah.
And, to quote the king of the podcast, Chris Hardwick, he also just says, like, make a thing. Like, you want to do something in this world, make a thing.
Jeez, speaking of nerds. Hardwick, are you listening? You're a nerd. I love that guy. Man, he does all the after stuff, right?
Yeah.
He probably does an after show of his own podcast.
Well, if they didn't, they should now.
I'll host it. I'm going to host that one, Hardwick. I'm going to host the podcast about after your podcast.
Talking Nerdist.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Oh, my gosh. Let's, before we move on to our last thing, though, Adam, while we have you in here, because we get a lot of people from Switch to Birth in here.
Yes.
So I need a story that will embarrass Katie LeClaire from behind the scenes of Switched at Birth. Something. I know she slapped a PA one time. I know it happened, and I want to hear about it.
I think that payoff money you can't really talk about.
No, exactly.
She's paid people so well. No, come on, there's got to be something. No,
here's the most embarrassing thing I know about Katie. I only found out recently, and that's that she's registered as a Hufflepuff on Pottermore, which is just humiliating.
That's incredibly
now,
embarrassing.
Wait a second. But didn't you just a minute ago say no fangirling out on anything? Because I think
I do kind of fangirl.
That kind of checks that box right there, right?
I was gonna say I have no idea what that means, but it sounds embarrassing. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna keep trying, Katie. Though you keep bringing the Switch to Birth people in here, I'm gonna keep trying. And eventually one of them will tell me about your breakdown when the Diet Coke was flat or something.
She threw like a bagel at a PA or something.
Yes.
Yes.
See, that's what I want.
Sorry.
Someday someone's going to
Those
tell me
NDAs
something.
are ironclad. I don't know. It's going to be hard.
Yeah, exactly. All right, last thing to do with you guys here. I got 2 note cards, one in each hand. We do this with everybody. One of them's orange, one's purple. One of them, they contain 2 different lines of questioning. But I'm going to put them behind my back, and you tell me right or left, and that determines what line of questioning I ask you guys.
Left.
10 questions.
Uh-oh.
The purple card. Here we go. I couldn't think of a better title for this line of questioning. The other one's called This or That, which is like, ooh, that's intriguing. Right. This was just 10 questions.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
That's the purple card. All right, number 1, most used emoji.
For me, it's the
rock on.
the metal.
Eben's going on with the rock horns.
Yeah, the rock horns.
I was told is what they're called.
Yeah. I feel like that's way cooler than a thumbs up.
Totally, rock and roll.
It's true.
Absolutely.
I tend to use the screaming face the most to express my inner rage.
The new one with the censored bar in front of his mouth.
No, it's the the animated one from the Apple Watch where it's like.
Yeah.
There's a screamy
he's
one.
Fancy. He's got the new animations going on.
Yes.
Not all of us can be that cool.
No. I'm still rocking
that's what it is?
rocking my Nokia. Number 2, what's your go-to coffee shop order? You could be anywhere in the world. You walk in, you don't even have to look at the menu because you know you're going to order.
So these days...
A flat white? Mm-hmm. What is that?
That's the problem. It's basically a latte. It's like
it's
like an Australian version of a latte, I think.
So mostly for me, it's Americano, and if I'm at a place that has it, then it's with heavy cream.
Oh, okay. Ooh, heavy whipping cream?
Not whipped cream, but heavy cream.
Oh, wow.
What is it starts with an R. There's a name for this drink.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I should know what that is.
I'll find out.
You'll have to have us back to tell us that.
Yeah.
A flat white. It's interesting. Sounds like an alien. Like they found at Area 51, the flat whites.
The flat whites.
It's true.
Right? Because the other things are like the tall grays and the
right.
Something like that.
There's definitely something there. I think.
See, I can nerd out a little.
There you go.
I don't get it right, but I can nerd out a little.
In a world in Area 51,
the flat whites.
Flat whites have arrived.
Number 3, what's your most watched movie?
Definitely Star Wars trilogy for me, although Casablanca is bringing up the rear.
If you were stranded on a deserted island and you could only bring one of the Star Wars movies, though.
Oh, that's hard.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, Empire is the go-to, but actually for me, it's Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I have a
would agree with
definite
that,
soft
actually.
spot for Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the bikini, isn't it?
Well, duh.
No, wait, did you answer? Star Wars?
It's Star Wars closely followed by the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh, sure.
Okay, that
both good ones. Both good.
Yeah.
Number 4, celebrity crushes.
Well, Katie Leclerc.
Well, I mean, goes without saying.
Yes.
But, I actually can't think of a real celebrity crush at this point. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Jaimin Hansu.
Oh,
there you go.
He is a hot guy.
I started on the plane last night watching King Arthur. Interesting.
Really?
Interesting movie. Yeah.
The new one.
Yeah, the new one. I only got like 10 minutes in, then the flight landed, so I don't know what happens after that.
Started really
but
well.
the beginning was kind of cool.
I mean, if we're switching teams,
Katie's
I would
aggressively
go with,
shaking her head, but I thought it was cool.
No.
Whatever.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Whatever. Anyway, Jaimin's in that one, and it was cool.
Yeah.
Number 5. Did you ever have an AOL Instant Messenger, and if so, what was your screen name?
I did have AOL Instant Messenger. I think my screen name was Infusor. Pretty sure.
Yeah? All right.
I think I stole my wife's, so it was just Miata E. It was very boring.
Nah, come on.
That's how you can hit on Jaimin Hensu.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Number 6, finish this sentence. Something I need to improve upon is...
Something I need to improve upon is... wow. I'm not that evolved. Something I need to improve upon is responding to messages faster sometimes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes. I would say... interesting. Just getting stuff done.
Yeah.
When I say I'm going to do it.
Stop procrastinating.
Maybe.
We'll come back to this one.
That's interesting because number 7 is how many unread emails in your inbox right now?
Couple, like probably
too many.
Probably around 1,000.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
But I will caveat it with this. I have a lot of unread emails that I've read that I then tap back the unread button if it's something that I'm going to come back to later, or if I want to revisit it at some point.
You know, you can flag it.
I know you can, and I haven't quite adopted that system
right.
yet.
I actually purged it all, so I have whatever came in since we've been in here.
That's great.
So I'm on like 0 unread.
Wow.
Inbox 0, that's impressive.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8. Do you guys prefer wearing boxers, boxer briefs, tighty-whities, or going commando?
Boxer briefs mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Occasionally commando. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Why not?
Boxer briefs for sure. It was as a teenager, I was a tidy-whitey kid, and then I got at a sailing club, I was pushed off a boat wearing only tighty-whities. And of course, white cloth goes transparent, which was extremely embarrassing. And I never wore them again.
Yeah. Without looking, do you know what color you're wearing today?
Black.
Question mark? Maybe.
Mine are kind of like a blue and black pattern. You know, sort of little.
Evan got dressed in the light today.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 9. I mean, we've been talking about the app and stuff. Number 9, the question is, what's next? So maybe not professionally, but like, just what's next? Yeah. What's going on with you guys? What's happening?
I mean, I think it's hard to not have those things be intertwined for us because you know, we've been friends forever. We work on all this stuff together, and I think that's a lot of our focus is on that stuff. So I think, you know, the bigger picture version of that is, I think, kind of completely taking over the world with media. And I think, you know, fingers crossed. I mean, we're definitely headed towards having a bunch of stuff all over the place. So, I mean, you know, everything that, you know, from the app to TV stuff to, you know, film and television to kind of the whole ball of wax. So I think if you look at, you know, I mean, this is a blatant kind of pat on our own backs, but I think, you know, we get this stuff in a way that most people don't. Yeah. And you know, in a world where, you know, franchises and IP have become kind of the go-to thing that everyone's looking for, like where's our Game of Thrones, where's our you know, Star Wars thing, like we have that stuff.
Nice.
So, you know, if you guys are out there, let's talk.
There you go. All right.
No, exactly.
Adam?
Very much the same. It's funny because it's all kind of intertwined for me. So it's like, because I still work as an AD, which is how I met, an assistant director, which is how I met Katie. And so the last show I did just came out called Future Man on Hulu.
Oh,
and that's, you know,
so fun.
Huge and crazy and insane. And just some of the most fun I've ever had on set with
Adam's son makes an appearance.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah. He, so Seth and Evan directed the pilot, and we got him. We basically talked him into a role on I pitched them hard.
Oh, and, that's great.
Got him a speaking role in the first scene of the movie.
That's
which is
amazing.
Really fun, which is really cool.
Oh, cool.
But it is. It's like it's all that. It's seeing all these different outlets, and I think the experience with Hulu, even as an AD, but being kind of involved with a lot of it was that there's just so much great stuff out there.
Yeah.
But everyone's looking for what that next big hit is, and I think that's absolutely
where you guys come in.
There's some fun stuff being
Number
done.
10, the most important question of them all. I ask everyone this question, even in life.
Yeah.
Because I believe that your answer to this question tells me everything I need to know about you as a person.
Okay. No pressure.
No pressure. Just answer honestly. That's all I ask. Adam and Eben, M2action, which, by the way, you can follow on any social media at M2action. Also, Deadtown, the app, any app store. Right?
Any app store, and you can find links to it at m2.ninja/app.
There you go. Check it out. I highly recommend it. It's pretty awesome. And the way that it's set up is just going to keep you guys tapping.
And actually, we want to make an offer to the listeners of this show as well. So we're beta testing the next version of the app right now, and if anyone's interested in kind of getting a sneak preview at the next couple of episodes and kind of being part of that beta test, we'd like to invite people to join that. You can just send us an email at action@m2.ninja or sign up for the newsletter and we'll contact you that way.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Do that, everybody. That's really cool. Thanks, guys. Here's the question, though, that tells me everything I need to know about you. What is your favorite fruit?
Favorite fruit? Classic. Okay. It's probably banana and mango. Actually,
no, I need one. I need one.
Right, mango is the top of the list.
You can't choose banana.
No, mango's at the top of my list.
It's like the beige of fruit.
You're right. Mango.
Terrible.
Mango, top of the list.
See?
We've been eating them almost every day, actually.
It's good.
All right, Eben's in with mango.
Mango.
Passion fruit.
Ooh.
Oh, cool. We used to call them, guys used to live in Zimbabwe. They were called grenadillos there, but they're passion fruit.
Grenadillos?
Grenadillos was what they were called there.
They're lilikoi in Hawaii.
They're what?
Lilikoi.
Really?
That's a wrap, everybody, on another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Thank you out there for listening live on Adobe Radio. You can subscribe to the podcast version of the show on iTunes, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you like what you heard, just tell a friend. That's it.
Tell them.
That's it, everybody. The
Or
show's
10.
free.
Yes.
That's right. If you want to tell 10 people, that's even better. But for now, just tell one. Just grab your friend, pull them in close, like you're about to kiss them, but then don't.
Whisper in their
side
ear.
past the lips, and just whisper right into their ear.
Can we demonstrate?
It's getting really sensual.
Yeah. Wait, make sure you're on camera.
Let's demonstrate.
Like this.
And then,
Brett Davern.
yeah. That was amazing. That was amazing and
Well done.
incredibly erotic at the same time.
That's what we aim for.
Oh, say goodbye, producer Katie.
I'm charming as.
Producer Katie is on Twitter and Instagram at Katie Leclerc. There's a C at the end. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDAV, BDAVV. You can follow the show on any of the social medias, including Facebook at Brett Davern Show, or go to brettdavernshow.com for archived episodes, photos, and more. And also, big announcement, everybody, if you have the TuneIn app, every single episode of this show can be found on the TuneIn app. It's all archived on there. Just search Brett Davern Show. Listen for free. Free. Everything in this world is free now. Everything is free. All you kids out there, I want it for free. Well, guess what? Now it's all for free. Just go tell a friend. That's all we ask. Today's guests, Adam and Eben of M2action, can be found on any social media at M2action. Go download Deadtown in any app store right now. Check it out. It's awesome. You guys will love it.
What's the email again?
So you can find an easy link at www.m2.ninja/app, and then throughout the website you can find a place to sign up, or else hit us up at action@m2.ninja.
There you go.
Yep.
Keep up with all these things these guys are into, because they're going to be huge.
Woo.
And you heard it here first on the Brett Davern Show. Also, special thanks to Luna Shadows for the interview that we got to do with her. She's on social media at Luna X Shadows, and the EP is called Youth. So get out there and get that as well. So once again, for Boy Wonder, Katie Leclerc, Adam Eben, and Luna Shadows, I'm Brett, and I'm reminding all of you to take care of each other and be kind. And we'll see you tomorrow when our guest will be...
Speechless.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you do
Mini
this
Driver?
to me?
Producer Katie.
Not Mini Driver. No.
Producer Katie.
I'm so mad at you right now.
I know.
I just woke up from my tryptophan nap.
Heaven forbid I ask you to do your job
Mason
on this show.
Cook from the TV show Speechless.
There you go.
Nice.
He's going to be in here. It's a he, right?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out by tomorrow, everybody. That was our show. Good night, you sourpussed Uber driver who left me standing in my driveway with my whole family when I was headed to the airport. Good night, you son of a...
IW Radio. Did you know you can watch The Brett Davern Show on YouTube? Yeah, you can. Go to youtube.com/Brett Davern Show.